Let's start standing. Let's start standing because 2 out of the 3 of you are. So let's start standing. Let's bring hands to heart center and take a nice deep inhale together. And exhale. Again, inhale together. And exhale. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Exhale and fold forward. Bend the knees quite a lot as you need to at first. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe nod yes or no. Back and forth a little bit. Let's inhale, half lift. Pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale and fold again. Knees bent nice and generously so you can round it up one vertebra at a time. Come up to standing. Reach the arms up overhead. Exhale and fold forward again. Bending those knees just as much as you might like. Letting yourself hang heavy. Maybe keeping the hands on the ground or holding them in ragdoll. Make sure those knees are bent really generously as you round it up, coming up to standing. When you get to the top, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale and fold forward. Knees straight or bent, you always get to decide. Let's take a half lift, pull the shoulder blades together. Exhale and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. One more time. Inhale to half lift. Exhale and fold. Palm the mat. Step back with the right foot only, so we're in a runner's lunge. And maybe you'd like to keep the hands really firmly on the ground so that you can sink your hips a bit extra. Pull the belly in, which is likely resting on that front thigh, but we can still engage it up and in. Drop the back knee and then step back so we're in tabletop. Inhale to open the chest, exhale to round, and then continue in your cat-cow movement here. Inhaling and exhaling with your movement. Press back into child's pose. Maybe you're ready to tense your fingers. Good morning, Jay. Good morning. Oh, you're totally fine. Opening up the shoulders a bit. And then we're going to have a plank pose. Option 1 is to take that on your hands, and whether or not you're on your knees or your toes, so you're in full plank. Or an option 2 is to take that on your forearms, whether on your knees or on your toes. So let's pick what's right for you. Each time I give an option, it's just what you're feeling is right for you today. We're here for another 3. Pull the belly up and in. 2, 1, and then take yourself all the way down to the ground. And press up into your cobra. So maybe that's a part-way cobra, a full-way cobra. We're going to stay here for a breath or 2. And then come on to hands and knees, curl the toes. First down dog, let's pedal that down dog out. Feeling free to add any other movements. We can kind of find a lot of movement in this first down dog. Let's shift gaze towards the top of the mat and walk feet to the top of the mat. Take a half lift. I always like that. It kind of resets my spine. And then fold forward. Bend the knees generously, round it up, come up to standing. When you get to the top, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale to fold forward again. 3 times. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale and fold. Second time. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. One more time, half lift. And then when you fold, palm the mat. We'll step back with the left foot only into that runner's lunge, really staying grounded so we can drop the hips, maybe pulling the belly up and in even though we can't come off of the thigh. Release the back knee. Step it back with the right leg back into tabletop. And this time maybe you would like to add some other movements in your cat-cow, some side, or perhaps you like to keep it in that straight plane. Whatever you might like to add, think about linking your breath and that movement together. Until you're ready to press back into child's pose. This time, let's walk our hands over to the right, getting a side stretch in that child's pose. And then back through center, take your hands over to the left. Come back to center and set yourself up for your plank. Option 1 or option 2, either on the forearms or on the hands. Knees could always be down on the ground, but let's pull the belly up and in. And then we'll release all the way down to the ground. Option 1 might be to come back into Cobra. Option 2, we'll keep the forearms on the ground and stay in Sphinx. So pick the one you'd like to be in for another 3, 2, 1. You'll need to bring yourself down if you're in Sphinx, and then push onto your hands and knees, curl the toes, downward facing dog. We'll come to stillness in this down dog. Shifting your gaze back between your legs, pulling the belly in, shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, look to the top of the mat. Let's travel forward, and once you get to the top, come halfway up. Exhale and fold. Drop the knees, round it up, come up to standing, and then hands to heart center. Ground into the left foot, and then let's just teeter forward so that we're in that warrior 3. And then we're going to stand back up into staff pose. Option 1 is to bring the knee up. Option 2 is to have the leg straight. So you choose what's right for you. Hands can stay at heart center or reach overhead. We'll take ourselves back into warrior 3 on this side. One more time forward into that staff pose. You decide which way you're going to do your leg. And then release hands to heart center standing. You know I'm going to have us do that on the other side. So we'll start hands at heart center and sweep the the left leg back, warrior 3. We'll shift forward into our staff pose, option 1 or 2. Shift back into your warrior 3. One more time, we'll come into that staff pose. And then release back to standing, hands at heart center. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Sweep the arms up overhead as you inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Half lift. Palm the mat, step only the right leg back, runner's lunge. Keep the hands grounded or hover for 3, 2, 1. Only the right hand on the ground, twist open to the left. We're coming out of this into high lunge, so sweep that top hand forward and let's bring everything upright. Arms can reach overhead or heart center, reach into that back hamstring. From here, let's open up into our warrior 2. Check that front knee towards the pinky toe side, reach through the fingers. Flip the front palm, peaceful warrior. Windmill the hands down either side of your front foot. Drop the back knee. And then then kickstand that right leg out to the side and the left leg here as we take a side plank variation. Really reach over. So in this one, we're gonna reach over and get as much length as we can through the side body. Find your breath. Plant the hand. Come into your plank variation, hands or forearms. You decide each time. We're gonna hold that plank for 3, 2, 1. You can take a traditional vinyasa, or option 2 is to drop into cat-cow and then meet us in down dog. We'll stick with the right side here, so bring the right leg up, 3-legged dog, bend and stack, open up to the side. Exhale, knee to same arm, or towards that arm. And then inhale, lengthen it back out 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat. Come forward into warrior 3. So hands might be at heart center, or they might reach out or back. Lots of options with a warrior 3 arms. A little up dog in the chest, so a little raise in the chest. Come into your standing staff, top of the mat, option 1 or 2 with those legs, those raised leg. And then release the foot, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Palm the mat, step back with only the left leg. Runner's lunge, hands grounded or lifted for 3, 2, shoulder blades together maybe. 1. Inhale as you come up into your high lunge. Hands overhead or heart center. Reach through that back hamstring. Open up into your warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Wiggle your hands down either side of your front foot. Drop that left knee, kickstand it out, and sweep that top leg back into our side stretch. So really reach that arm overhead like you're going to try to reach for me, finding that big side stretch. Release your hand to the ground. Come into your plank variation for 3, 2, nice work. 1, through a vinyasa, cat-cow, or right to downward facing dog. Take your option. From down dog, let's lift the left leg 3-legged and then bend and stack, open up. Staying here for a moment so we can really open into that hip. On an exhale, knee to same arm. Inhale, lengthen it back up, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat. Warrior 3. So we're going to step forward and find that balance. Arm placement of your choice, a little up dog in the chest. Keep that balance as well as you can, coming into your standing staff pose. Release to standing, hands to heart center. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Fold forward. Half lift. Palm the mat, step back with the right leg only. Runner's lunge. Oh, I forgot to have us do the twist on the other side. Palm, right palm down, twist open to the left. Sweep as you come up into your high lunge. Warrior 3 from here. Maybe you're going to keep those arms overhead because we won't be there super long. You got to really shift off that back leg. And then we'll land in our high lunge again. Open up, warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle this round. Open up that top ribs toward the sky. Sink down into either side of your mat. Drop the back knee, sweep the left leg back. We can stay here as an option 1. Option 2 is take crunches here, knee to elbow, elbow to knee, 3 times. So option 1 or option 2. Out of that, we'll come into plank for 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa or no vinyasa, any variation or option you're taking, will meet in down dog. Three-legged dog, right leg up. Bend and stack, open to the side. Let's take a flip dog or wild thing. If you would like to have that in your practice this morning. Oh, beautiful job, ladies. Lovely variations. Come back to your three-legged, nice controlled movement. And then knee to nose this round. Let's bring knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen back out, three-legged. Step to the top of the mat. Come forward for chair. We already did our warrior 3. We're gonna take chair here. Hands to heart center. Figure 4, right leg. We're doing right side only first so I can keep things straight. Maybe you stay fairly upright, or another option is to bring forearms to the shin. Maybe even the back of your arms in the front of the shin. Right? We're gonna come to standing out of this, releasing with control. Reach the arms up overhead. As you're ready, fold forward and exhale. Half lift. Palm the mat, only the left leg steps back. Runner's lunge for 3. Okay, I'm not gonna forget the twist this time. Drop the left hand down, twist open to the right. Let's pause here an extra moment. We didn't take this in the other round I did. And now we'll sweep that top hand and come into our high lunge. Reach the arms up overhead. Warrior 3 from this high lunge. Maybe we'll keep the hands lifted. That's up to you. They can always come to heart center. And we want to step back as softly as we can into our high lunge. Open up warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Opening the top ribs, sinking into the front. Both hands to the ground, surround your front foot. Back knee drops, coming into our side plank variation. Option 1 is to keep it as a stretch. Option 2, 3 times crunch it. To your plank variation. For 3, 2, 1. Vinyasa or no vinyasa or anything else you'd like to take on your way to down dog. From down dog, lift the left leg, three-legged, then bend and stack. Flip dog or wild thing here. I gotta watch all of you so I can't flip this time. Very nice. I love to see you all here. Come back out with control, three-legged. And then hug knee to nose when you're ready. Exhale it in. Reach it back up, three-legged. Step to the top of the mat. And then step forward into your chair. Hands to heart center. Left leg in your figure 4. Stay upright. Sink to the forearms or maybe the back of the arms. Unwind into standing. Reach the arms up overhead, hands to heart center. Okay, some of us are warming up a little bit. Good. Let's keep it going then. Reach the arms up overhead. Fold forward. Half lift. Palm the mat, only the right leg steps back, runner's lunge. Right hand down, twist open to the left. Inhale, high lunge. Warrior 3. Back to your high lunge. Open arm twist as we go away from, like, to the left. What am I saying? Windmill out of this into your warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg this round. We're headed to triangle instead of our side angle. Line your shoulders or your torso up with that front leg. So everybody, a little bit of up dog in the chest. Nice. On an exhale, surround that front foot, drop the back knee, and come into your side plank. Level 1, level 2, option 1 and 2, right? The crunches. Another option is to play around with taking your heel and reaching that leg up to the sky. So all of these are doing different things, not one is better than the other. You can play around with any of those variations. And then meet in plank. Right? Through a vinyasa or no vinyasa, make your way to downward facing dog. Any option you like to take in there. Right leg up as you inhale, exhale, bend and stack. Flip dog, wild thing. If you like to go into full wheel, feel free. Breathe. Oh, Jen, you're so like right there. Come on out, three-legged. Let's cross the body, knee to opposite arm. Inhale, lengthen back out. Step to the top of the mat. Come forward to chair. Figure 4, the right leg is coming over. We're headed down into a squat here. We can take this at different options with the arms. And if you're bringing the back of your arms onto your shin, you can play around with balancing your hands behind here or grazing your fingertips. You can play around with what you like to do with your balance. And when we come out of this, we're headed into standing staff. So we'll keep that right leg raised. And then release, fold forward. Half lift. Only the left foot is headed back into our lunge. Twist open to the right. You with us? Right foot. The left leg is back. Other twist the other way. Mom, twist the other way. Yeah, twist the other way. Face Betsy. Ah, there we go. Okay, where are we at here? We gotta sweep it up. High lunge. Inhale up. Open twist to the right. Windmill out of this into your warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Down to the ground, drop the back knee. Option 1, 2, or 3. A stretch, a crunch, maybe taking the heel and playing around with that hamstring stretch. Maybe you do 1 or 2 of those things. Yeah, and then we'll come out of that into plank. Pausing in all our planks here, right? Take your vinyasa or no vinyasa or any other movement into your down dog. Left leg high, three-legged, bend and stack. Stay or flip. Come back into your three-legged. On an exhale, cross the body, knee towards opposite arm. Reach it back to the sky. Step to the top of the mat. And then come forward into your chair. Left leg crosses over in our figure 4. And we sink down to whatever option we might like. Playing with some balancing here. Or not balancing well, right? Who knows what's happening? Breathing. Ooh, I like that arm hold back there, yes. That looks good. We'll come out into staff pose. We're trying to keep that left leg in the air. We'll see what happens. And then release to Tadasana, hands to your side or heart center, whichever one you like. Let's take some breaths. And flow again. Inhale, reach the arms up. Fold as you exhale. Half lift. Palm the mat, right leg steps back. For your lunge, right into your twist to the left. Sweep it up, high lunge. Warrior 3. Back to your high lunge. Open arm twist to the left. Windmill the arms around, open up warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Any variation you might like. Take the option of your choice. Ah, look at those binders over there. Very beautiful. We'll eventually come back up into our peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Release hands down, release the back knee down. Side plank with the knee down, or side plank with the foot or the knee up. Any of those options, you can still take that into a stretch, a crunch, or even playing around with the straight up leg, right? We're not gonna hold plank, instead we're either gonna vinyasa or no vinyasa right to our down dog. Because that side plank is enough work for the moment. Right leg high, 3-legged. Bend and stack, but don't flip. Have the knee into the chest, hold it there for 3, 2, 1. Sweep it back up, 3-legged. Step to the top of the mat. Come forward into chair. Right leg in our figure 4. Taking one of the options we took before, or maybe you'd like to take a twist as your option here, placing your elbow on the foot. Okay. Come out into your staff pose. Release the foot, fold forward. Let's take ourselves to the other side. Inhale, half lift. Palm the mat, only the left foot steps back. Twist open to the right. Inhale it up into your high lunge. Warrior 3. Soft landing, high lunge. Open arm twist to the right. Windmill out to your warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle, whatever variation you'd like on this side. Stay here for a breath or 2. Let anybody binding bind. Make your way back out into your peaceful warrior. Straighten the front leg. Triangle. Release hands, release knee if you're taking the knee side plank, or stay on your foot if you're staying on the foot. You've got your 3 options. Do what's right for you. Not one is necessarily easier than the other or better, right? And then as you're ready, vinyasa and make your way to down dog or no vinyasa. Shirt tucked in. Left leg high, 3-legged, bend and step. Knee to chest for 3, 2, 1. Sweep it high. Step to the top of the mat. Chair. Left leg crosses into your figure 4. Taking the option of your choice. Maybe you're trying to sink deeper. Maybe you're going to try the twist. Playing around with your balance here. out into your staff pose. Yeah. And then release to Tadasana. Options today, right? Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Sweep the arms up overhead, fold forward. Half lift. Palm the mat, step back with the right only, twist open to the left. Here we go, we're speeding up a little bit. Inhale as you come into your high lunge. Step forward, warrior three. Step back, high lunge. It's okay if we don't all completely stay together. Open into your twist. Windmill it around, warrior two. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle, only one breath. Come back into your peaceful, straighten the front leg. Triangle, only one breath. We're not taking hands down to the ground though, don't go there. Come back upright, turn the feet outside edges parallel. Forward fold, we'll be here for a few breaths. This is our first wide leg fold. No hyperextending those knees, pull the belly up and in. Let's place our hands on the ground, come halfway up, walk the hands to the top of the mat. Side plank right, either variation, toes or knees, any option that you're working on, right? Any of these options that you're playing around with. Maybe you want a different foot bind. We'll go right to downward facing dog. Reach the right leg to the sky. Bend and stack, open up. Bring your foot to the outside of your front hand. Outside of your right hand, I mean. I think both of our hands will be in the front. Sink down into your lizard, whether you like to keep the knee off the ground or on the ground, on the forearms or on the palms. Pull your belly up and away from the mat. Place hands on the mat, curl the back toes so you can bring your knee off the ground. We're coming forward either to Malasana squat or to your sumo squat. Right, those are your options here. Malasana or sumo, nice, nice, nice. All right, nice squats. Everybody's coming straight up. Listen up, just turn that left foot so that it's lined up how you like it, and then we're gonna come right into our figure four chair. Play around with any arms you might like, any binds you might like. Kind of find something to do here. Might be different, might not be different. And then we're gonna step back out so that we find ourselves here with this wide leg. Reach the arms up in a 5-pointed star. Little back bend here, little bit. Walk those feet together, hands to heart center. Keep going, fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Palm the mat, only the left foot comes back. Spin open to the right in your twist. Sweep it up. Come into your high lunge. Step it forward, warrior three. Yeah, barely made that one. Step it back. Open arm twist to the right. Windmill it around, warrior two. Peaceful. Steady side angle, just a breath. Back to peaceful, straighten the leg. Triangle, just a breath. You know we're coming back up this round though. So come back up, turn the foot, wide leg fold. Any hand placement you might like. If your hands are not on the ground, release them, come halfway up, walk to the top of the mat, side plank left, side plank work on the left. So whatever it is you're choosing to do, remember that could be on your knee. It can be on your knee. I like it, I like it. We're going right to downward facing dog, so make your way there. Left leg high, three-legged bend and stack. What did I do with that leg for me? I don't remember. What did I do? Huh? Oh, here we go. Okay, good idea. Reach it high, I guess. And then, what did I do? I did something else here. Step it forward. I don't remember. Huh? Shavasana? Okay, we did come to, oh, I know what we did. We took that leg to the outside of our foot. We got to hit that lizard. Okay, I'm back on track. Lizard on the left. All right. Well, look at that. It's a little memory lapse there for you. Find your breath, pull the belly away from the floor. Now we're coming forward. You all did Malasana last time. I bet you're going to do that again. But you could also do that sumo squat. Take it to standing. Shift the right foot so that it's in the alignment you want to sink into your figure 4 chair. Options here to play around with any arms you might like as you test your balance and movement. And when we come out, we're stepping out to the side, opening up into that shortened but still nice side pose. Hands to heart center. Let's bring the feet together. We're coming down to the ground with some options of how we'll balance and stretch out the feet. Okay? So I'm going to sweep my arms up overhead. And then just keep sinking down. Now some of you might want to play around with coming up onto toes. Some of you are going to want to play around with keeping your heels flat the whole time. And I have to shift where I have my arms. Ooh, I'm finally landing on my bum. I tried to keep my heels flat, but that's hard for me. I have good ankle range of motion. Okay, move your knees just a little bit away from you so that you can still have your heels grounded. We're kind of in a boat pose here. We're going to take some twist with a knee up. So we'll take like an elbow to a knee, opening the arm, and then we'll twist the other way, opening the opposite arm. Yes, if you would like, your option is to take both feet off the ground as you come in to this twist. Straightening the opposite leg out if you want. So there's just different things you can do here as you're taking your options. Let's do a few more. And then once you've made sure you did one on each side to end that and give yourself a nice hug. Keep the right knee bent and straighten out the left leg. Let's bring the right hand behind us and take a twist, whether you have using your entire arm to help hold here or the outside of your arm in your twist. Gaze past your right shoulder. You can stay right here. Another option is to take that back hand maybe a little further away from your hip, bind with your foot and your front hand, and bring that hand into the air. The foot into the air, and then maybe you'll raise that back hand as well. So you're kind of twisted, arm on the ground. Oh, good job, Mom. Looks so good, Jen. Yes, oh, very nice. Okay, come out. Let's try that on the other side. What'd you say? I forget that they're there. Okay, I'm just going to turn around so I can see you. Here now, the left knee is bent in. First
first we're gonna come into our twist. So you might hug or the arm on the outside. Nice tall spine. Use that back hand to help make yourself tall, and look over your back shoulder. All of you played around, or most of you played around, you might bring that back hand further away from you. That'll give you some stability and room to hold on to your foot, bringing it into the air. Nice tall chest, and maybe taking the opposite hand. I love it. I need a picture of that. Release your foot, release your hand. We're going to straighten out the legs and fold over our straight up. We're here for 10 breaths. I know it's a little hard in this wind, but and then come upright. Okay, I've got some options here for you, and you guys are going to choose what option that you take. Right? You place the hands on either, like kind of mid-thigh is where we want to place the hands, so that when we shift forward onto our feet and bring the hips up, we have somewhere to go, right? This is one option. And then you'll shift back. Maybe you'll keep the hips up. Maybe you'll set them down, right? So this is one option here where you're going back and forth. Nice and slow though, right? Another option is to release the hands further behind you so that you can raise everything up and then come back down. So you pick that little pickup, huh? That's another option. We can also come from right here with the knees bent, not come up all the way, but still here so we don't get quite as much shoulder, and then down. Right? So you might just pick an option that kind of works, or combine any or all of them, playing around with what you do here. If you don't wish to be on your wrist, wave at me and we'll find another option. Betsy, that is a long hold. I hate that pose so much, so that's really quite good of you. Yeah. Yes, Laura, I like to work that. Like, it makes me work that compression forward, and then, I never like that. Another moment to take whatever you're going to take there. And then as you're finished, give yourself a nice hug, and use that hug to kind of round out the shoulders and let your head come down towards your knees. We'll come to standing at the top of the mat. Some of you might be able to stand up from here. I have to use a lot of momentum or all kinds of hands to get up. But some people can just stand right up from that squat. And if that's you, we're going to flow one more time through our flow. If I don't say something that you would like to put in, then take time to do that, yes? Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale and fold. You didn't say yes back, though. I just assumed. Come halfway up. Palm the mat, only the right leg comes back. We're twisting open to the left. Maybe we're going to exaggerate that twist, maybe. Come up into your high lunge. Your warrior 3 variation. Back to high lunge. Open arm twist to the left. I'm going to add in a little bit of dancer twist with the arms, or peaceful arms. Before windmilling out to warrior 2. Peaceful warrior. Extended side angle. Maybe you would like to bind. Maybe you would like to take it to birds of paradise. Maybe you would not, right? Maybe you're going to play around with some other variation. Oh, Betsy, you are like about to touch. You're so close. We'll make our way back to peaceful warrior and straighten the front leg for triangle. There are binds to be taken in triangle if you're playing around with that, so feel free. Got no takers though, so we'll come back up, find a wide leg fold. Forward fold.
stay straight forward in your lizard, or maybe take a bit of a twist. Maybe you'd like to grab that tail. Jen, you make that look like that's going to be an easy breezy situation. Oh, goodness. But you inspired me to get that stretch. Unwinding and making our way into that Malasana squat. So as many steps as that takes. Let's stand upright. The left foot would move. Options, right? We've got these figure 4 balances we've been working on, or you might choose to step back and take a crow balance here, because that's just fun to play with, right? There is a flying, balancing on your leg. Yes, left leg has got the balance. There's the flying pigeon, yes. Ooh, grasshopper happening. Oh, see, it's a good thing I said to do what you wanted here. Now look at this action. That was really good. You were close. Sorry. I like it. Let's just come to standing at the top of the mat when we're done, but everybody take their time and keep going. That's a great place to be. Yes, Jen. Yes, that looked good. That looked good. Okay, we have another side to do. Look at all the options you guys threw in there. I love it. Reach the arms up. Fold it forward. Half lift. Left foot steps back, and we'll take ourselves into our twist, maybe exaggerating the twist, whatever you're doing here in this twist. To high lunge. Your last warrior 3. Back into your high lunge. Open arm twist to the right. I'll add that dancer arms just because. To warrior 2. Peaceful. Extended side angle. We'll be here just a few because some of you are taking that birds of paradise on this side, or binding. It won't be too long, Betsy. You're going to get there soon. Everybody will make their way out in their own time. Back to your peaceful straight leg and then triangle. No binds last time. We'll assume no binds this time. Just take a breath. And then come upright so you can come into your last wide leg fold. Half lift. Walk to the top of the mat. Side plank on the left, last side plank of our practice. It's always good to challenge yourself, right? You can blame the wind anyway, because I know it was the wind. Into our down dog. Left leg high, bend and step. Step forward for lizard, so it's the outside. Into your lizard variation. Maybe adding that twist, maybe adding that reach to the foot. Out of that to your Malasana. Find a breath. And then into whatever play you're doing from there, right? Any of those options, anything else I haven't named. Maybe you're doing the same thing or something else on this side. Okay, we're going to make our ways down to seated so we can lie down on the ground. Let's come in through
kind of stretch we did on the feet and keeping the heels down or the toes up, kind of deciding what you need to do as you come into your squat. Better take it on my toes this time. And then eventually all the way down. I'm really not slow down on that one. So before we lie all the way down, this is our last opportunity to take our boat pose. We don't want to miss out on that. Let's do little boat crunches here. So we'll bring everything in as close as we can and then out. They're little pulses, back and forth. Think about pulling the navel into the spine while you're doing this, right? Just like we need to dance on the arm. 2 more, 1 more, and then let's give yourself a nice hug, and when you're ready, we'll lie all the way down on the ground. Maybe a long body stretch. Let's take wind removing series right. Knee hugged in towards the chest. Release the legs. Take a long body stretch in between. Left knee hugged in towards the chest. Release into that long body stretch. Both knees hugged in towards the chest. Nice compression. Pull the belly in. We can take this right into a twist. Knees over to the right. Maybe open arms like a T. Maybe like strategy connected to your body. 5 breaths on this side. You can count your own 5. And then take it to the other side. As you're ready, coming out of that, taking any final stretches and movements you might need before Shavasana. And please feel free to make that Shavasana whatever you need to stay comfortable and warm.
to seated or something else. We'll take the left hand to the chest or the heart, and the right hand to the belly. Taking some of your deepest, fullest inhales and slow exhales. Feel the rise and fall of your chest and your belly. Bringing hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice and your time